I am now here in the vicinity of our Cebu Cathedral Church. This is one of the significant church here in Cebu. I know the most famous one is Santo Niño, but a lot of people also come here as their devotion. There are several pictures in history books that you can see that the Cathedral Church, where they were, even the Japanese times, that they're taking pictures of the background is here. And on the right side, you can see that big Spanish house. And this is also where the Patria de Cebu is located. Now, all my brothers and sisters that's familiar with the Patria de Cebu, it is now being demolished, and there will be a new structure to be built there, also be called the Patria de Cebu. But it's mostly gonna be a modern structure that is that you can see that will be housing commercial centers and also condominiums. So that's our Patria de Cebu, now slowly been demolished. And also, anyway, they will keep the facade on the front from the old Patria de Cebu because that is very known, that is gonna be across the Cathedral Church. And so if we turn around, this is the old cathedral. So I know a lot of our brothers and sisters that's been here, live here in Cebu, is familiar with our Cebu Cathedral Church. So that's the entrance to come here. There's a few parking slots, but usually this is very congested with traffic. It's very dark inside, so you only can do your prayers. Mga di ka? Arila ko huwat dong. Kay ngit-ngit kesod. I'm asking Sen if he's gonna do some prayers, but I'll just wait here outside. So this tower has been photographed so many times as souvenirs of the history books, or there even a Japanese has his picture here during the Spanish War, the Japanese World War II. So let's see here what's written here. Cathedral of Cebu. The cathedral was first built using wood and nipa in 1595 and was established as the Metropolitan Cathedral in 1934. Only the front and the surrounding was had remained preserved after the World War II. And this was renovated again by the Cardinal Rosales in 1950. So that old Spanish house that you're looking at there is actually the Cebu Museum, but it's still under renovation. So that will soon be open when all this sickness around the world be over. Now, as has written, only the walls here on the front has been preserved when it was built in the 1500s. Because this is the only one remaining after the World War II. So the rest on the back of the church has been destroyed during the World War II. And so it's still wonderful that we were able to see what it looks like before the World War II. And a lot of people get homage here of the history of our country, of Cebu here, and have their devotion on the cathedral. So there's the two remaining pillars. That is also part of the one that's been saved during the war. The two walls in here. And there's one in the side. This is the prayer room. You can see part of the wall that's been restored. So that old tower has been preserved since the World War II. And so is the walls here are already modern. And this is where you lit up your candle for your prayers. But these two towers is also part of those that remain, but they just renovate it to make it look safe. But this is part of the four pillars that's been saved during the war. The one which is outside here. So that's the rectory of the Cebu Cathedral. And this is the two of those four pillars that is restored. And also what part of the walls here during the World War II, and additional on the side here are already modern additions. And this garden in the middle, I could remember this as a young girl. We used to come here and sit down here and eat popcorn. And no, I haven't seen the significance of this. I thought when I was just a young girl, this is just any ordinary church that we go to. You can see that the tower there got 1836 written on it. So this is the entrance of the Cebu Cathedral. No point for me to go inside. You can see it's very dark. It won't be caught in my camera. But at least my Cebuano brothers and sisters and anyone that's familiar with the Cebu Cathedral place will see what's the improvement around here. The big one will be the Patria de Cebu, which everyone knows is across the Cebu Cathedral. That will be preserved, but there will be modern structures up ahead. It be commercialized, and then there will be condominiums as well be built there. So this is what you can see outside. Outside the cathedral, you see that the Patria de Cebu is already been renovated. So you can see transforming Patria de Cebu, the old meets new. And around here, there's also a significant structure. I don't know if it's open. This is still part of the cathedral vicinity. That's the church on my left side. I'm gonna have to show you because Patria de Cebu will soon be part of the things to see here in Cebu City. Look at that, the Cebu Museum is being renovated, so people will actually visit here. That's the old Spanish house, the big old Spanish house here in Cebu, beside the Cebu Cathedral. And this one is the statue of, look how quiet is the streets. You know, the street is so quiet.
Saturday it's supposed to be like...
It's so busy during Saturdays, but I don't know. This has killed this actual city. Who's this? Kisa man siya dong?
Raha Humabon?
Is this Raha? I think this is Raha Humabon. We can't see because it's not open. They don't want people to congregate in there. And I think this is the structure of the leader of...
it's Raha Humabon.
The leader of Cebu before Magellan came over. It can be seen near the cathedral. So this is like the park that is built to honor the first leader of Cebu when Magellan came over to discover Cebu. Raha Humabon.